Welcome, dear parents. We are having yet another very important discussion today, and this is a very sensitive one, but very important, both for the boys and the girls, and even the parents, even the father and mother both. So I have with me here Bhumika Rawat, who is a menstrual health educator, and today we are talking, as you have seen the topic which we have chosen, is this the right time to talk to our children about periods? And also she will be addressing how do we take this conversation to our parents, to the children and to other parents in our community, because this is an important one. And I have a parent here, Meeta Mathur, as a parent who has a 25-year-old son, then 21. She will let us know she has three grown up children, so she will be also participating, giving her views as a parent. And even I have a 14-year-old daughter and 17-year-old son, so I'm learning a lot today. So thank you, Bhumika. This is really a pleasure to have you here, and I will go to you immediately that please, what is making us address this topic, and why this has become so important to talk today on this platform so that it reaches to people. Yeah,
Good
Bhumika.
evening, everyone. It was nice to have you all here in this live session, and it is very important on a topic which is very important to talk about at home and creating a very safe space for your child to talk about, especially if you have a daughter, and also to make your daughter feel so comfortable that she can work, she can talk to school, and she can go to school comfortably, and she can be bold about it, and she can talk about it in communities, and also she can help others to take care of themselves, because ultimately she has to learn to take care of herself, and then only she can make others feel comfortable. So basically, why are we actually here to talk about the periods? Basically, every child has the curiosity to learn, and we all want, as a parent, that our child should continue learning every single thing which is there in the surroundings and which is good for them in their development. But this is something which is felt as a taboo, and we do not talk about it. And this is the problem, where you actually give opportunity to your child to actually learn about this from the not secured sources, maybe from friends, maybe from other source of internet or seniors, or even from the friends, cousins, anyone who is actually not knowing about the thing, but still they are seeking these information from them. And and when they are supposed to act on it, they act not correctly. So that is why it becomes an important responsibility of a parent to actually talk about it and do not let it remain as a taboo. And it actually helps the child to in the development age, when the child will go through the stage from a kid to adolescent, this transition will help. This information in this transition will help him or herself to accept the changes, because every child is totally different. Look, everybody body is totally different. Someone will be thin, someone will be thick, someone will be tall, someone will be more fat, or like maybe get some pigmentation, or the acne, and every sort of things which they can uh, while hitting the puberty. So these sort of conversation about the puberty, the period, is so important for them to accept themselves, because there is a lot of peer pressure around them, around their body, around their walk, around the things they carry. Because at the age of transition, uh, the changes in the food, change in like choices, basically the choices also changes. Like they can start listening to the rap music instead of a Bollywood music. And also they can I mean, they have a lot of mood swings as well, so this also gives them change in the choices of food preferences, clothes. And this is all which we see, and we actually as a parent have to monitor and have to talk about it. It's okay that, and we have to also accept it that it is okay, we cannot stop them. And it just, we have to make them accept and make responsible for making the choices. That is why it is very important to talk about the period, puberty, and everything. So
So, Bhumika, I want to ask you, what specific age can we have this conversation?
yeah. So generally, the puberty hits to girls like from the age of 10 to 16 and to ahead, and to the boys it's around 12 to 16. So I mean, it's not important. Basically, you cannot wait for your child to hit puberty. It is before, because since children are actually noticing everything, they have so much of curiosity. So while as a mother, if you are changing in front of your child, so he is noticing your body and he's also noticing others' body as well. So these certain questions will start triggering around when they will hit to the puberty. Also, basically, you have to talk around from the age of 10, from 9 to 11. You have to make this conversation with your child that, look, dear, this is the changes you will also um, face around with yourself. Like, maybe you can tell him or her that when you were at the age of 1, you used to look like so chubby and cute, you used to have long hairs and everything. And similarly, you have to make them understand that this is the puberty stage when you will hit this. These are the changes in the girl will happen, these are the changes in the boy will happen. And this is the way maybe to introduce the gender to them, and also make them understand that how other will change and how you have to accept that changes and your changes as well. So that is the thing which can be.
So here the gender discussion which is introduced to the children, I see it comes from very early age, like
Yes.
the kindergarten stage. How I can say they know the toilets are different, like they see the
Yes.
female toilets are there and then the male. So somewhere they get to the action like why is it, and then the many things which let them the toilet setup also they come to know. And they also understand when we say you are a boy or you are a girl, so there is a differentiation. So like even for small children, like we used to do at Smart Natives, is like the telling them about the good touch and the bad touch, like with the storytelling or doing a role play in front of them, like which whom all people they can really go immediately and tell whatever they are feeling, just encouraging them. So this was about the small ones. I want to come to Meeta, if
Yeah.
you have any, you want to ask anything to Bhumika as on your experience with grown up children. So like what is coming in your mind, that
So
why with this
Nahid,
communication is.
yes, Nahid, as positive, as a powerful parent, the compassionate communication is the most important factor. I have always said in my sessions. So what I felt is from one generation to another, there is a lot of change. Like if you remember, Bhumika, you are too young, but in my generation, nobody gave us that kind of an education. There were no people who used to come to schools and give us that kind of education. So, a very important task you are doing is that of a health educator. I really appreciate that. And I do agree that it is very important that girls should know all about it before they enter this, because a lot of mental trauma, mental depression, anxieties can take place. But how do you also please explain if the situations are different in rural India? If the same thing that my generation was handling in that time is the same thing happening today also there? Or a second question would be how to introduce it to the male population.
Okay. Yes, there are still taboos in rural India, and also in the urban India as well. So it's it's a taboo in every section of the society. There are very few exceptionals in the country where you can find it is normal, but still, even in our privileged world and in the underprivileged world of slum areas or of the rural areas, this is still considered as taboo. People do not talk about it. Even daughters find difficult to talk it with your mother. And as a mother, what we are teaching, or as a elder person to that child, what we are teaching is that अब तुम बड़ी हो गई हो, तुम्हें स्कूल जाना बंद करना पड़ेगा, देन से लेकर अब तुम्हें ये कपड़ा यूज करना है, इसको ऐसे यूज करना है, तुम किचन में नहीं जाओगी, तुम अब अलग बिस्तर पे सोओगी, तुम्हारे बर्तन अब अलग होंगे इन 5 दिनों के अंदर. एंड दीज सॉर्ट ऑफ थिंग्स विच इज एक्चुअली told to that child, and who is just right now, that time, the child, when is not aware that what it is period, like for that person, that coming a blood out from their body is so scary, right? They are so scared, so conscious, they do not know what to do with it, right? And at that time, you being a parent says that you are not supposed to do this. You give a whole long list to the child that no, you have to stop this. Now you will not go out and play, right? Now you have to wear these certain type of clothes, right? Because you, as a parent, as a patriarchal society, we really want to hold our child. We're scared. Instead of educating them about the changes and these things, even the sex education, right? We are just holding that child ki no, you are not supposed to do anything. And coming back to the second one is that male society, how it is important. It is very important because sometimes child might not find her mother actually when she gets the periods, and only father is available, right? Or even a brother is available or a friend is available. Until and unless they do not know about it, they will not help her. They will not be able to help her. They will not make her feel comfortable. They will not able to give her the quick advices, right? If she's having pain, they cannot actually advise them that you can have a hot water bottle and this will give you a lot of pain relief. So these certain things they are also supposed to know. And as I said earlier, that you have to create a good healthy environment in the home,
Yeah.
so it actually happens. Like now I am able to talk openly in my home. Earlier when I also got periods, like I live in a joint family, I have three more sisters, we were not supposed to say anything in front of our father or in front of our grandfather.
Yeah.
But with time we after me also working in this space, so it also gave them a learning that yes, they are also supposed to talk about it. So when my younger sister got periods, they got a very comfortable environment at home and they were okay with it. So these things are very important because you cannot make your child uncomfortable at the same house where you both share the space. That is the important thing which you actually try to take care of. Then why we stop ourselves when it comes to periods.
Yeah. So
So
I
I
have a
asked
share
this.
just quickly.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Danai.
Okay. So please prepare your question. I have a share. So what I'm getting present is because these awareness are really happening at serious levels by real efforts of people like you who are educating us. So this will make the female gender comfortable that this is okay, this is normal, and this is like how we have to go through this period. This is one. And secondly, it is sensitizing even the male gender, because see, it is not about the gender, it is like we all are human beings. So it's also that human being that connect with each other, not differentiating like female or male as such, is what is really what is to be encouraged. And even the raising of our boys at home, like if the people who are having son are is really very important, because they will have their roles to play with their
Yes.
in the future in the community. So this is one. And another share which the small Nahid, when I was in St. Joseph's Convent, Jabalpur, I can relate my, just when you are talking, that my sister came to the class, the nun, and she told she was telling about these, educating us about the menstrual, the whole concept and hygiene. She told, like we have a cut. She showed her finger like this. It is just the pure blood. It is not impure blood. So this one point which she had pitched in was there in my mind, that this is not dirty, and because of that one conversation, I always like was like this is like normal, and I never felt dirty about it. So
Yeah.
yeah, Meeta, quickly you had something to share.
I just wanted to say that you were talking about normalizing the communication, and that is possible if both the genders, male and female, the dad and the mom, make it so normal. Yes, it is okay, because looking back, I feel that this conversation has been very normal in my family with two grown up girls, is simply because my husband took very strongly that he should be able to communicate. He should be able to explain to his daughter, see, be comfortable, let me know what is happening to you. Are you in pain? What is it that you need? What do you want to eat? The mood swings, the depression, I don't want to go to school. That was one major issue in my house. I don't want to go to school. क्यों नहीं जाना है? Why you don't want to go? So okay, fine, if you don't want to. So the empathy, the conversation, that should come from both the parents. That is what I feel. And it is a duty, it is a duty of a parent to make your child very comfortable.
Yeah,
And
Bhumika,
also, I
very well
want to add
presented.
on this. I want to add something to this, is that, as a parent, you also have to first make yourself prepared. That now I have to make this conversation. Now the time has come, and now I have to speak about it. But before that, you need to do a homework. A small little homework. That, do you also know the correct information? Right. And sometimes parents feel little awkward, because you can actually initiate these small conversation in a closed private setting, like while cooking with them or go for a drive with them. But before, if you even still feel uncomfortable, there are so many good, comics. There are so many good videos on the YouTube you will find, that will help you to educate your child about this menstruation, puberty, changes, sex education. There is so much. And even you can, even if you're still not able to figure out that your child is, giving a lot of changes, and giving a lot of feedbacks you're not able to handle. So there are counselors, there are health educators, to whom you can actually seek an advice and actually help your child. So that is something which is very important. And also, one more thing which is, as a parent, we are not doing, is that we are not educating them about the products which is available. Whatever you are practicing, you are actually transferring that practice to that child. So you, being a parent or a mother or a father, you have to know that what are the available products in the market, which your child can use, which is more comfortable for them. Because, when I started bleeding, my mother did not had that time a pad, so she made me use a cloth, right, which is not ideally correct. But she had to, because that time nothing was available at home. So just she just made me use that. So it is for you to do that, a pre homework, preparation for her to, know every single thing, why she has to make the choices. This like every comparison has to be done, that this product is used like this or this. And try to, and now, being a conscious parent, you also need to introduce the reusable products which are good for environment. And these certain things which you actually have to do as a parent.
Thank you so much, Bhumika. Thank you so much. I think you will be posting something in the chat, you said. So that would be great.
Yes.
And you have also prepared a ebook. So for the viewers who are watching this, there is the
Yes.
ebook which will be free, like we'll be sharing even on our media handles, three of us. And I think it should go
Yeah.
a long way to other parents. And this is something
Yes.
really I relate to it, because passing on the product, I'm getting present, yes. And there is less of inquiry. We are so comfortable with whatever we are doing. So people like you should be interacted. And I wish if you can take a next session again with more like pointers of the important sex education, and even the the things which you think for the young adults which is important. So yeah, Meeta, anything you would like to close in 30 seconds? It's already 20 minutes. You
It's
can
all
thank
about
Bhumika.
it's all about
Yeah.
communication, and I'm so grateful to Bhumika for being with us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Everybody should know that Bhumika is a social worker who works at Contri. She is also a menstrual educator. She is running a campaign, My Cup of Change, to promote green menstrual practices. So I would like everybody to connect to her. She has given her numbers and her social media handles, and it would be privilege for her and all of us to serve you. And thank you
Yes.
so much for spending this 20 minutes. I
Yes.
hope there was some value added. We both got a lot of value as parents, so I hope all parents got value out of this. Thank you, Bhumika. Thank you so much. Love you
Thank
a
you so
lot
much.
for
Thank you so much,
presenting
ma'am.
this.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.